Very good morning, grade 10 and 9 ICSE students. Today I, Tarun sir, is going to describe the summary of a very interesting chapter in the name of Hearts and Hands. The chapter revolves around three characters. Number 1, Mr. Easton. Number 2, the Marshal. And number 3, a young beautiful lady, Miss Fairchild. Hearts in this title stands for courtesy, kindness and help, and hands here stands for embarrassment, insult, guilt. Very interesting title, Hearts and Hands. Let's see what is it all about. The theme of such chapter is crime is such a kind of thing a person realizes and he comes to know that yes, it's a negative practice, but while doing it, while practicing it, he or she thinks that it's a shortcut to success. It's all about money. But sorry to say, in this chapter you will come to know that it is not all about money. It is about dignity, self-respect and prestige. The second theme of this chapter is that whatever you see and whatever you hear is not necessary to be true. There is one word used in this chapter that is called eavesdropping, which means that listening to a close conversation between two people or among many people. My dear students, appearances are deceptive. This is what I mentioned. Whatever you see, it's not necessary that it might be true. Let's start the chapter. The chapter starts with the first character, that is Miss Fairchild, who has caught a train to Denver. The name of the train is B&M Express. In a very short while, two other people, they also come and take their seats, sitting on the opposite side of this beautifully attired woman, that is Miss Fairchild. And now let's discuss about the other two characters who have just entered and sat on the opposite side of Miss Fairchild. Number 1, Mr. Easton, very smart, young, bold countenance. He could attract anyone, and yes, in this chapter you will see that Miss Fairchild is highly attracted by him. And the second character is the Marshal. You people know that how marshals look. It's a big position, strongly built, glum-faced, rough looks. They both take their seat. Miss Fairchild identifies and recognizes one of them to be her old acquaintance, and he is none other than Mr. Easton. Miss Fairchild initiates the conversation by recognizing him. But the main theme of this chapter is that both of them are handcuffed, Mr. Easton and the Marshal. Listen to this very carefully. Mr. Easton's right hand has been handcuffed, and the Marshal's left hand. That means it is a rule in the West that all the marshals handcuff the right hand of the prisoners. When she sees both of them that their hands are handcuffed, she is shocked. She is seen very tensed, and obviously her friend is handcuffed. Now this was something very shocking for her, but look at the Marshal. He immediately enters and interrupts the conversation by saying that, dear lady, he is the Marshal, I am the counterfeiter. That means this is the biggest lie. We do not expect this from a Marshal. Reason why? Because they are heartless. See, I am not criticizing them, because for them criminals are criminals. But this is called courtesy. he saw Mr. Easton's embarrassment, and above all, he noticed Miss Fairchild being very tensed. So, in order to kill that embarrassment and disappointment, Marshall lies by saying that he himself is the counterfeiter and Mr. Easton is the marshal. 7 years for counterfeiting. Counterfeiting is actually the duplicacy of currency notes. Miss Fairchild is so happy that her friend is a marshal. How come he might have left the luxurious life of Washington? Very nice. And they continue with the conversation. Miss Fairchild was flirting with Mr. Easton. But in the meanwhile, again Miss Fairchild saw towards the handcuffs, and again disappointment was noticed by the marshal. He says, "Madam, don't you worry." Reason why? All the marshals handcuff their prisoners. They both leave, say goodbye to Miss Fairchild, because marshal shows his interest in actually smoking. So he wanted to leave from there. In the meanwhile, there were two other passengers who were listening to the entire conversation without their consent. That is called eavesdropping. One of the passenger, he says that, "Didn't you see this? Mr. Easton was too young to be a marshal." The second one mentioned, "And one more thing, did you ever hear that a marshal handcuffing his own right hand to the left hand of the prisoner?" Sorry, that is wrong. In the West, you will see that marshals, they handcuff the right hand of their prisoner to the left hand of the marshal. So the chapter comes to an end. Though it's a short chapter, but you can get multiple questions from this. Thank you so much, class. You can log into my channel in the name of Desire Career Point, and apart from this, I am launching my application. ICSE students, very soon you would be watching my recorded videos, and that too complete videos, in which you would be getting extract based questions, short answers, long answers, the description of the chapter including the theme, title. Whatever I post on YouTube actually is not complete. Reason why? Because I don't discuss question and answers. The summary is complete. But on this application, that is Tarun's Academy, you will find the recorded videos very soon, probably in the 3rd week of September, where you can enjoy the entire complete notes by Tarun sir. Thank you so much, class.